Welcome to the team call for, we are August 11th. August 11th? Oh my God, that's crazy. That means my kid is starting school soon. Oh, that sucks. I have a coach quitting. Yeah, my kid's starting school and she's going to be gone, and the bananas. It's crazy. But I don't know about you guys. August seems to be a little bit of a challenge with people, like messaging them and they don't reply for like a week and then maybe 2 weeks, or, even with follow-ups. I know people are busy, summer holidays and prepping for back to school, and just people off the wagon, man. They are off the wagon. They are drinking, they are campfiring, they are boating, they are having a good time. I know I am seeing some of that myself, so I can imagine that you guys are starting to see some of it too. Unless you're balls to the wall and you're really pushing forward with Team Cup and you're not seeing any of this whatsoever. I know there's some girls on the team who, like, they just keep getting faster and farther and bigger, and I know, like, for me, it's always up, down, in between, yada, yada. But I just want to remind you that it is a tough time of year, and that's why Beachbody does these team cups. You'll notice the months that they do Team Cup are typically the months that people are falling off the wagon the most. They're not communicating, they're busy. It's always the months that are the hardest for coaches, and they do that to help us to really push. They give us some really awesome sales, they give us some really awesome incentives to really push outside our comfort zones and make shit happen, if I can put it bluntly. So for the most part for this call, I don't have anything planned, laid out. I have a few things that have been on my mind that I want to talk about. And I believe somebody posted a question in the team page about using a tracking system, especially as you get bigger, when you start to have like triple digit clients, like when you get into the hundreds. She was talking about using Excel as a tracking system, which has become a struggle. She also asked a question about, hey guys, following up. How do you follow up with people when you have that many people? And that's a really, those are both amazing questions. I have a shirt on, by the way. But I actually struggle with it myself. And I was tagged in the labor group last night. I was tagged in this comment, somebody asking, like, where are all the coaches at in here? How often do you reach out to your clients? And what's working for you? I haven't heard from my coach in a long time, so I'm curious how you do it. And a whole bunch of coaches just said, like, I post in my accountability group and I encourage them to message me and tag me in the group, especially as you get bigger and bigger. And one coach commented and said, every Friday I break my customer list up in half, and I message the first half this Friday and the second half next Friday, which sounds great. Totally sounds great, right? Totally doable when you have 30 clients. But when you have like 1,500, 2,000, like, dude, I am not messaging 1,000 people on Friday and then 1,000 next Friday and going to reply to all those messages. Straight up, not going to happen, not sustainable, not doable. So it's a huge transition, and one that you need to be aware of now. I struggled with it so much. I would cry, I would post videos about it, and just like, guys, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like, I used to be able to message every single one of you and talk to you and stay in touch, and we'd have like pillow talk. Shauna Delaney, I used to have pillow talks with her every night, and now we're in different time zones, and she's messaging me and it's like 3 o'clock my time and midnight her time. Like, it just doesn't work anymore, and it sucks. It really sucks, and you can really start to feel like a failure really, really fast. So it's important for you to make sure mentally that, I guess, like, what I don't want you to set precedent and think that forever you will be able to, if you are in the process or habit of doing it now, messaging every single one of your clients on the daily, or your coaches for that matter, because it's simply going to come to a point that you cannot do it. You can't. You simply can't. There's not enough hours in the day. And nor should you have to, with your coaches, you shouldn't have to message them every day. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, so I was messaging my coaches and, you know, personal messages and all these things. And now it's at this point where, you know, not just my coaches, but their coaches and their coaches and their coaches and their coaches are messaging me. So we're talking like 5, 6, 7, 8 levels deep. And so not only are my coaches in my inbox, but so are people from the downline, right? Because sometimes people just aren't comfortable asking their coach directly some questions. They don't want to seem stupid, or, you know, if there's a friendship there, they don't want to feel like they're bugging somebody. So I know a lot of my coaches go to Melanie. Sorry, Mel. But they trust Melanie, and she's been a really great, thank you so much, mentor and leader for them. There is a transition, and it becomes more and more challenging as you get bigger, both with your clients and with your coaches. So I don't want to tell you that you should be messaging your coaches, every one of them, and your clients on the daily, because I don't believe that you should. And I don't believe it's sustainable. It will guaranteed 100% burnout if you do that. So I encourage you to keep your mind open about that, be cognizant of it, and really encourage your group, your people, when you talk to them, to post on the team page. Encourage them to post there with their ups, their downs, their in-betweens, their fitness accountability, their food accountability, because if they're struggling, there's, you know, likelihood that 5, 10 other people are struggling as well. Why don't you just say hi? Hi. There's a high likelihood that other people are struggling as well. And by them posting, they can help somebody else maybe overcome one of those struggles, you know? What I do now is, in my private message, when I have new clients, I just say, you know, I'm not physically able to message every single one of my clients on the daily. So I want to be sure that that's not an expectation that you have from me. What I do encourage you to do, however, is to message me. The more you message me, the more you post in the group, the more you keep me in the loop with your journey, the better. The people who post the most, the people who talk to me the most, tend to be the people who are the most successful in their journeys. And that's all I can do. I mean, straight up, it's all I can do. And, you know, I have a list, and I know who's purchased a challenge pack recently, or I know who's just getting started with their journey. So keeping conversations with those people going is great. But, you know, I struggle with this too. I don't know a system. I don't know how to do it. I just don't. And, you know, and I find out, and I get messages, and I get people, I hear through the grapevine, you know, so-and-so wasn't happy with you, so they switched to so-and-so, and, you know, you weren't fulfilling what they needed, and you should have been messaging them more, or they had higher expectations of you. And yeah, does it sting? Does it hurt because you try your best? Sure it does. But you gotta, like, I'm trying to get a thicker skin. You know, people, you can't make everybody happy. And when one person says, you know, Alita, I want to switch coaches. Like, I get the emails when people want to switch coaches, if they are a coach, right? And I can see what people have written, and, you know, it's indicated in the email, plain as day, that they're not satisfied with me as their coach. That's fine. I get it. And it's not about me, honey. Every time I'm on a call, you interrupt me, and you make it about Lena, okay? I need you to go back to the living room, please. It's 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I need you to go back out there, and then it's your time again. Thank you. It's so hard every single time. Phone, computer, anything. They're all up in my grill. Okay. So I don't know what to tell you about managing that, but it is a transition, and, you know, you just have to take the good with the bad. For every one person who says, I'm not a great coach, and I'm not the leader that they want, or I'm not the mentor that they need, I have another person messaging me telling me that their life has changed because of me. So it's really important to focus on the good things, you know, and leave the rest behind. Bless and release. You can't please everyone. You never can. You never will. Like, it's just part of life. And I commented on that post in that group. I was like, that sounds awesome, but at you know, the point where I'm at in my business with thousands, like, I simply can't do that. So kudos to you. But, you know, I simply can't do that. So I encourage people to message me. I encourage people to tag me when they post. I encourage people to keep me in the loop with their journey. And people may quit. People may switch coaches. I can't fulfill what they need or what they expect of me. So making sure that you lay out your expectations with those new clients and those new coaches right off the bat, I think will help with that transition. Did you guys see the pinned post in Unitary Fitness for new coaches? All coaches, new coaches. So welcome video laying out expectations and saying, like, point blank, this is your business. You are the CEO of your business. Your coach is not going to hold your hand. This is where you find, there's a link below, and it will help you to find some basics in your online office, and then it gives them the access to the team training site. So I want to drive that home and reiterate, anytime that you introduce somebody to the Unitary Fitness page, that new coach should be instantly tagged in that group on that pinned post. So make sure you're telling your coaches, if they're signing up new coaches, ASAP to tag them in that post. And it's something that can be used over and over and over again. If somebody says, I don't know how to set up my websites, or, where do I find my coach ID, or, little things that could be answered from the team training site, from that new welcome letter where people are saying, like, complaining about maybe their coach not helping them or whatever. You can tag them in that post over and over and over again. The video is great to remind them that they are the CEO of their own business. The visual guide will help drive home, this is where the breaking news is. This is where the FAQ is. So if somebody asks a question and you say, oh, it's in the FAQ, and they say, I don't know where the FAQ is, tag them in that pinned post. That's what it's there for. We want to make sure that we are driving home that people need to be able to find their own answers to their own questions. And I love seeing when people have questions in the team page and people say, oh, yeah, that's awesome. I just saw that posted in the online office under my forms and documents. Or that's awesome. I just saw that in breaking news. Or, I think that's in FAQ, blah, blah, blah. Or check the FAQ for that. I know I saw something there recently. Like, making sure that we're not always giving out the answers, the quick answer to something. I know we're tempted to do that, especially if we have the answers. But I mean, it's just like going up to your high school teacher and being like, I don't know the answer to this question, so can you give it to me? Like, you just don't do that. You don't walk into the CEO's office at work and say, I don't know how to do this, so could you do it for me? Help them to develop the mentality of a CEO, an entrepreneur. This is your business. Find the tools that are going to help you to be successful. So again, new coaches, every single time you have a coach who sponsors a coach, somebody who's in your downline, and you see that new coach added to Unitary Fitness, make sure that they are tagged in that pinned post so that they have access to those things getting started. I really, 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 really want to close Rock the Basics. I've updated the information on the team page, and it's so much more valuable. I work on it every single day. I spent 2 to 3 hours yesterday updating some stuff on the team training site under the Emerald to Diamond, and under the Diamond Secure That Rock tabs. Like, I'm really working on getting current, up-to-date information. And the stuff that's straightforward. It's not just like, link to link to link to link to link that's so complicated. And that's a lot of the feedback that I'm getting from the Push to Emerald group. People are like, wow, I am learning so much information. And this isn't new information. This is straight up information that's already on the training site, that's already in the online office, that was in Rock the Basics. It's just in a format that speaks to people. It's in a format that's straightforward. They know exactly where to get it. They know they have a goal of Emerald, and they're going to learn about how to get there in this group. So how many of you have people in that group? What are you getting for feedback, and have you seen anything happening? Like, we have some people signing up coaches left, right, and center. The other day I had, in my online office, there was 486 coaches, and today I logged in and we have 498. So, like, I think that was 3 days. In 3 days, it's 10 whatever coaches, right? But I'm seeing mass explosion. Nicole, you unmuted. Go for it.
Yeah, I've gotten good feedback. Everyone likes it, and going through the videos and positive remarks.
If there's anything that you notice that's missing or that's overwhelming, or if you're getting feedback from your coaches in there, let me know so I can tweak it. Okay. I've been updating the document as I go. Like I had some kind of basic outline stuff, but every time I'm about to post something, I revisit it and then I watch all the videos again and then I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. And then I talk about it a little bit more and I rework it and then I post it again. So yeah, I am spending a lot of time trying to make sure that the format is laid out right. And the next couple days are going to be different in that group. I'm talking about inviting. So who to invite. So inviting your family and friends, inviting your Shakeology clients, inviting your challengers. So it's really broken up into segments like that over the next few days. And I think that's what a couple people wanted to talk about on this call tonight too, like how to invite. So that's, again, a resource, not just for the people pushing to Emerald, but for anyone to benefit from. So what I plan to do with this is I want to do this every month. I want to do a push to Emerald every month. I will lead one, but I'm also going to make sure that you guys have access to that exact same template so that you can just plug and play. So, for those of you who are leading a team, most likely going to be, the people who have teams of their own and their own team pages or close to Diamond or whatever. You've got people who are looking to you as a leader. I think Amanda, Melanie, Heidi, Nicole, you guys, for the most part, like you guys have teams and you could just run it with your own team. The Push to Emerald group, if you think about it, that's helping the entire team. Like that's not only helping you to secure your diamond because you're bringing on more emeralds and those coaches are getting emeralds, like it's just a mass ripple effect. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. Melanie is the one who came to me and said, you did a push to emerald? And I feel like my mind was just blown. Like, what have I been doing all this time? Like that is huge and people don't actually understand the importance of getting to emerald. And when you break it down in lay terms the way that I have and the simple way that I have in this group, it's like their minds are blown and they totally get it. And they're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this by Thursday. You know what I mean? And it's just falling into place. So I want to make sure I'm always running these. I want to give you guys the template so you can run these. Last week's call, I talked about adding a training resource tab and a challenge group resource tab. So that training resource tab would be where you guys as coaches, where I'll have like clean eating challenge. Oh wait, that's not training resource. Training resource would be like push to emerald or emerald to diamond or superstar boot camp, like things, groups that you can just take the content, plug and play. Take the content, plug and play. Of course, modify it to fit your own needs. If you don't, it's nice to know what you're posting about. So when people have questions, you're not just copying and pasting somebody else's stuff, which I have done before with Brooke's 21-day fix challenge. I've just copied and pasted and posted. And obviously I went through and kind of tweaked a few things, but it wasn't me. And it makes a big difference when you know the content that you're posting. So I hope that you guys start implementing these and running these on your own with your own teams as you get bigger and as you get more comfortable and more confident. But I'm going to keep running them. I think this is, I honestly can't believe that I haven't done it sooner. I'm sorry. I feel like such a douchebag that I didn't do this sooner. Like, thank you, Melanie, for putting that bug in my ear. I didn't even realize.
I brought it up to her. I was at the park and I was like, oh, have you ever done one? Like, can I start one? Blah, blah, blah. And I literally within 10 minutes, I hadn't even left the park. She had like all the content done, like had a new group set up. I was like, whoa, what the hell just happened?
I know. I was sitting outside sunbathing and you sent it to me and I was like, oh my God, I totally need to do this. And I have all the content. Like why haven't I done this before? I came inside, opened the group, made the Google document, started copying and pasting, started finding things, shot it to her, said, can I post it in the team page? And then I started feeling like a total douchebag. I had some other coaches who said, like, I had this idea and I pitched it to my coach and then my coach totally took it and ran with it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what I totally just did to Melanie. I totally just did that. And then I'm like, but it's okay. Melanie is scatterbrained right now. She doesn't need something else on her plate. She was scared to run it on her own. And I'm trying to justify it in my mind. Like, I totally just took it ran with it and like never even took into consideration the fact that you're probably like, yeah, I was gonna do that. So thanks. But I hope it's benefiting you and the team, and I totally didn't steal your...
And I didn't even realize that the group was open until this morning at 3
That's
o'clock.
a good thing I ran it.
I was like, what? I didn't even get added to the group. And then I was like, okay, that's okay. I can just be a fly
I
on the wall.
posted the link for the group. I posted it. I'm sorry. I never even thought that I was stepping on toes. You put a bug in my ear and I was like, dude, you need to do this. It's so important.
It's all right.
So don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. Make sure that you're allowing people the ability to do their thing when they bring it to you. Sorry, Melanie. Were you mad at me?
It's all right. I needed to learn anyway, so.
Now you can just copy and paste, and then you won't be scared.
I went back to my group today, Electra knows, and I was just like, sorry guys, I'm adding you guys late, but really I'm just kind of I might not add a lot of content to the group, but I'm learning everything so I can now do it on my own later.
Why don't you take over some of the posts then?
Because I don't know what the posts are.
Go and look at the document. I shared it in the Diamond group.
How about we just talk about it later?
All right. Whatever. I'm happy to have you join in and share. It was your idea, and I totally just took it and ran with it. And sometimes I can't stop myself. I'm like Julie Henderson in that respect. She's like, somebody says something, and I just do it. Like, I don't even know how to stop. I just do it. So in hindsight, I'm sorry that I stepped on your toes with that, if I did step on your toes. But I'm really loving the group, and I'm seeing a lot of coach sign-ups, and people are really getting it. So, no, okay, Lena wants to tell you something.
I got a ring pop.
She got a ring pop today.
That's an awesome ring pop, Lena.
It's 2 flavors, and it tastes really good. It smells good, and it tastes good, and it's kind of chewy.
Oh, my God.
So, okay. And Mommy also had a chocolate bar when we stopped to get those. I've been craving chocolate. So, okay. So that said, that Push to Emerald group is freaking amazeballs. I am loving it. I am loving the whole group. And given that I have a nanny now, I have time to be in there like commenting on stuff and enjoying this whole process and not feeling stressed out with work. I have to tell you, she's only come one day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, everything is so easy. Like, I'm not stressing. I know that tomorrow I'm not going to abandon my kids. They're going to be taken care of, and I can just work pedal to the metal for 5-6 hours, and I'm good to go, you know? I need to remember to eat, though, because yesterday I didn't eat. But it was really awesome, and it's nice to feel like, you know, I pushed until I got to that point that, you know, I got to a spot where I needed the help. So I'm there now. Oh my God, that little baby. Just want to eat her up. She's so sweet. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to talk about. We talked about the tracking system. I know I have a message or in the chat there to talk about. Might as well get to it. How do you help the coaches on your team hit Success Club? I don't know if I'm really good at that or not. Like, I don't know if I actually help people to hit it, aside from just reiterating the importance of Success Club. And I did a whole call about the benefit of Success Club, and just sharing about, and I haven't been lately, but sharing about the free stuff. Like, most of us probably got our emails yesterday or today about getting your free swag for hitting Success Club last month. I think that's a great way to drive home the incentive. You know, what does it mean to hit Success Club? And if you check out the tab on the training site, on the new training site that I made, there's a lot of updated information on there about Success Club. You know, why should I hit Success Club? What does it mean? You know, how every single point is money. It's, you know, it's trips. It's lives changed. It's lives changed, but and then it translates into that other stuff. But every time I see those points happen, I'm like, wow, that's somebody who committed to changing their life, you know? And that's typically somebody who ends up, it's the ripple effect. They help change someone else's life, who helps change someone else's life. You know what I mean? It catches on and catches on. Aside from driving home the importance of Success Club. I really don't know how else to do it. I did an incentive, you know, if you hit Success Club 5, you'll get a ballot in the draw. If you hit Success Club 10, you'll get 3 ballots. And I did notice that more people hit Success Club. I did that for my personally sponsored coaches, but I really struggle with the whole incentive process. It's just like, we're not dogs and we don't deserve a bone. You know, this is your business and you should freaking work for it. You know, I really, really struggle with that. And even on our leadership calls, I hear, you know, on Josh's leadership calls on Wednesdays, people are like, my team loves swag. I give them coats and I give them this and I give them that. I'm like, okay, but that's really unattainable and unrealistic for a lot of new coaches. Like, I can do that now, you know, and I write it off and I don't really think twice. And I want to write off as much as I can so that my taxable income is lower because it's bananas, you know, so I'm trying to find things that I can buy you guys so that I just got, I bought 25 things for my new emeralds, or for all my emeralds, and they came in the mail the other day. I'm like, I can do this. I can go back now and buy my emerald stuff, you know, but I don't want you guys to think that you need to do that, to buy people things so that they will be successful in their business. This is their business. You know, like, I don't get presents for being a good wife. You know, here, honey, you did a good job being a wife. Here's a present. You know, you did a good job being a mom. Okay, yes, we have anniversaries and we have Mother's Day and stuff, but like, you're just expected to do it, you know, just do it. So I don't really want you guys to think that you have to do those incentive things. It could be something small if you want. Aside from that, like the incentive, I did see a lot more people working toward hitting Success Club. Does anybody have feedback on that? Did you find that it lit a fire under you? Like, what do you find is helping you to want to hit Success Club? What made you want to start hitting it if you were somebody who didn't hit it before? You can unmute yourself.
I definitely think that the incentive lit a fire underneath my butt. One thing, like, hitting Success Club, to me, I know that that's somebody committing to their own journey, and that really drives me. And also, like, knowing statistics of, you know, coaches who hit Success Club are this much more likely to take their business this far and stuff like that. I know for helping my coaches hit Success Club, for the most part, I leave all of the challenges that I do open to my coaches to add people, but they have to be in it with their customers. I find that they feel more comfortable that they can be in there with my added support. And now I find, like, Kristen and Erica are both going out and doing their own challenges. So it's really good to see that they're learning from being in the challenges with me. There's something else I wanted to say, but my kid disturbed me. So.
I don't know what you're telling me. You fall and get an owie? Are you okay? I'll take a better look at it after my call, okay? I think that's really good information to share too. And I think for the most part, many of you are sharing challenge groups either with me or with your own team. I think you're right, Amanda. It helps to build the confidence, and you know, it puts less pressure on them to have to start their own groups, and they can piggyback, you know. So same with your new coaches when they're getting started. If you want them, you know, if they have new clients, and, you know, we all know how hard it is to start a group from the ground up. Hey, I'm not done yet. Please close the door. I think she's told me 22 times that she's hungry. And I think I've told her 22 times that as soon as I'm done the call, I'm going to make dinner.
Yeah, no, whenever mine wants attention, that's her go-to. I'm hungry. And I'm like, no, you're not.
I ask them always before my call what they need, and that I'm going to be on a call. I seriously think I'd be better off to not tell them. Like when I did a Periscope broadcast today and didn't tell them, and I just ran away and did it, and they didn't know, I had a great broadcast because they weren't all up in my grill. As soon as I tell them, it's like I'm screwed. I'm totally doomed. I have a call. Mommy, 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 mommy. I'm changing my name.
The other thing that I wanted to say is at the beginning of this month, I held a team call where we went over everything about Success Club. What are the perks of Success Club? Why you want to hit it? How you hit it? I feel like that really pumped people up. Sometimes I would get a message like, how do I, like, what would you say to this person about the program? And instead of like writing a blurb for them, I ask them questions and basically like you answer these to your person. Like, how does the group help you on a daily basis? How has the program changed things for you? And I feel like instead of giving them what to say and making them answer those questions themselves, that they've been more in a self-directed path.
So you're asking them questions as if you were a client, and then they answer it, and then that pretty much puts them in the headspace to think like, oh, yeah, I guess I can ask those questions. That's pretty cool. It's like reverse engineering.
Yeah.
And kind of, wait, I can't remember what that's called. Anyways, you planted the seed in their head and they just take it and run with it. Like making Sean think that something is his, that he came
reverse psychology.
That's what I'm, yes, reverse psychology. Thank you. I totally agree. Yeah, make him think that it was his idea.
Yeah.
When it totally wasn't. Yeah, that's awesome. I really like that. Nicole, do you have any other, like, I don't know that I even was able to answer your question. I really don't know how to do it except for driving home what it means to hit Success Club, what that means in terms of lives changing and building your business, sustainable, accumulated income, and then the benefits of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've never done the stats for coaches and growing their business, so I'll take that approach. I've tried the other of what it means and changing lives and so on, but I like that idea, so thanks.
I don't know, Amanda, where did you hear that? Was it in the Superstar Bootcamp that you heard that, or on? Go ahead.
It was actually just like in researching Beachbody coaches and like different coaches who have put together information on what it means to be a Success Club starter and to how it drives your business. It was just random coaches really and their web pages and stuff.
I know I was on
also at Summit. Summit, they went through some of that in, I forget which workshop, but they went through that those statistics.
I believe Christina Delgado talked about it on our call last night as well, really driving home like the people who are the most successful in the business. If you look at the top coaches, they're all Success Club 10 legends, which means that they had Success Club 10 for 24 months or more. It is what it is. You'll never see a top coach who isn't rocking Success Club 5, 10 every month, period.
Yeah.
You just won't. It's non-negotiable, and you just have to do it. I just hit 25 months. Today I locked in 10 for my 20th month. I'm a legend.
That's awesome.
Yay.
That's amazing.
I missed it by like 3 days at Summit. So I know, to be on stage. So now I have to hold it for another 11 more months in order to keep it to walk the stage. Of course, it's non-negotiable. So I'm going to hit Success Club 10 for another 11 months. But, yeah, I think that's a really great approach, is to look at the statistics and like the people who are the most successful. And you can even go into your online office. I don't know if you know this, but you can see who's an all-star. You can see who's a Success Club 5 all-star, meaning 12 months, Success Club 10 all-star. So Success Club 10 for 12 months. And then you can see the legends as well. You can see all the names and how many months they've held Success Club. So you could go in there and take a snapshot and say, like, there's no coincidence that these are the top coaches in the business.
Why did you give her my water?
Every single one of them who is
now you gave her apples. She's not supposed to be having your apples. They got peel on it. And
every single coach who's the top coach in the business is somebody who locks it in. Just non-negotiable.
Yeah, I was listening to another in your training group about what to do after Diamond, the Secure the Rock. And it was, odds are 1 out of 30 people is going to say yes. So kind of reverse engineering the vital behaviors and why it's the 3 people every day. And that's how you'll get your Success Club 5 every month, just by playing the law of averages.
Right.
If you do 3 people a day, 30 days in a month, then you should be good.
That's in the Secure That Rock, and it was it's the video. Was it the Anita Myron one that I posted? What I'm Diamond Now What?
It was Melanie Mitro's. It was a team call. What to do after?
Right, Melanie Mitro. I'm Diamond Now What? As soon as I saw that posted, do you know where I'm getting these amazing videos from? the Beachbody Champions page.
Oh.
Are you guys in that group? There's like top coaches. Katie Hefner is posting videos, Raina Odell. Like, I am stealing the crap out of those videos in the Beachbody Champions page. That's where I'm getting the majority of the content for this stuff. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if, like, I'm pretty sure the Beachbody Champions page was just for Team Cup. I was asked to join that group by corporate when I started hosting a Team Cup group. Just, are you doing Team Cup? You need to be in this group. So I'm pretty sure it's open to anybody. It's called Beachbody Champions. I don't know if you found it or not, but it's some really great leaders in that page and some really great content. I should have told you that sooner, but I feel like there's so many groups. It's easy for people to be like, dude, no more groups. Like, no, every time I go create group, like if I look at how many groups I'm admin of right now, I almost want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. There's way too many of them. But I just keep opening groups like it's my job. Okay, so I answered that question kind of. So many groups trying to keep up. It's true. There's way too many freaking groups, man. And they just keep coming and coming and coming and coming. And then you join a council and then you're in more groups. And then you become diamond and you're in like 85 other groups. And then like it just never ends. It really never ends. So I had to start removing myself from even some of the client groups that I'm in. Like I just can't do it anymore. I'm not even good for welcomes anymore. I can't even say I'm good for welcomes. I'm not even good for welcomes anymore. I suck. I can barely keep track of my own groups right now. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is Periscope. How many of you do not know what Periscope is? It's okay. I didn't know what it was 2 days ago. It's fine. I know what it is now. Periscope,
Not a clue.
yeah, it's like a live broadcast TV. Straight up, it's TV. Like, it's TV on your phone.
What?
It's an app. Yeah, so you download this app. It's called Periscope. I'll write it in chat. Periscope. And if you link it with your Twitter account, you can have a photo. If you don't link it with your Twitter account, you can't have a photo. So my bad, I created Alita Steele, like at Alita Steele, and it wasn't linked with my Twitter account, so I couldn't have a photo. So then I made Alita J Steele because it's linked with my Twitter, and now I have a photo. But it's super cool. Just before the call, I listened to one of Leslie Pierman's broadcasts. So I've done 2 broadcasts now, and they were just about personal stuff. Like, my daughter yesterday told me that she doesn't want to kiss me in public anymore, which was a huge blow to me, something I always knew was coming. But that happened. That freaking sucked. So I did a broadcast about it. And what's the other one that I did? I did another one today before my workout. I really wanted to just go to sleep, but we have the ability to make a choice. So anyways, you talk about these things and people they tune in to you, and you can see as people join your broadcast, and you can see that there's 5 people, 10 people, 22 people adding you or joining the broadcast, and they can comment while you're talking, which is total ADD, and it's really, really hard to keep your train of thought when you constantly have these like, hey, from China. It's like, hey, from China. Okay, so where was I? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's total ADD. It's meant to be interactive. So, like, there's people from Russia, there's people from the US, there's people from, like, all over the world who jump in, and they comment, and if they like what you're saying, they'll click on this heart, and all these hearts will go up your page. It's really neat. But I haven't, I'm just getting used to it, so I'm getting my feet wet with it. But what I just watched Leslie Pierman do, if you end up creating an account, I recommend going to follow Leslie Pierman or Coach Caleb Matthews. I mean, he's awesome. He's just good at life. Some of you get to see him in Edmonton. He's going to be at Super Saturday here really soon.
So jealous.
I know.
I love Caleb.
So awesome, right? He's just
I screamed at him like a couple times at Summit. I'm like, Caleb!
He's so great. And he's so shy in person. When I talked to him in Cancun, he was like,
he was a little bit better at Summit. He was
he seemed to be, hey? More outgoing?
Well, if you follow him on Facebook, he's really wrapping his head around, I guess, his popularity, I guess you could say.
Like he's kind of a big deal.
I feel so blessed, and he bawled for like a week after Summit.
Really?
Crying every time he thought about Summit, just how wonderful it was, and
Do you know that he's in the test group for Hammer and Chisel?
Oh, yeah, because I follow him on Facebook. So.
Right? Like, normally you have to be like a 5-star diamond elite coach, like top in the organization to be in that kind of thing. Coach Caleb's in there. And last I talked to him, he was still an emerald.
I think he's diamond now.
Is he diamond?
He's 1-star diamond.
Oh, good. That's awesome. Every time they mention him at Summit and they like introduce him as a diamond, he's like, nope, I'm emerald again. Okay.
He's just awesome. I recommend everyone to follow him because he's
totally. And your teams too. That's a lot of the content I'm using for that emerald call. So follow him, follow Leslie, go back. Leslie just did a broadcast. Like the topic was, I have the secret. So obviously people are going to want to join that broadcast, and they just start following it. And like, you can have followers just like on Twitter. I think I have 40 some followers now, mostly my clients, because I've been posting in my group, like saying I'm about to do a broadcast, come join me. Or I post on my profile that I had an account, come follow me. But what she did was she said, I have a secret. And she got on there and she's like, many of you know that I'm a health and fitness coach. And I straight up have the secret to healthy, happy life. What I'm going to do here shortly is open up a group for 10 days where I'm going to provide you with meal plan, help you with your fitness. I'm going to help you with your nutrition to help you lead a happier, healthier life. If you are not my friend on Facebook, you need to add me. First off, I don't know why we're not friends on Facebook. We should totally be friends on Facebook. It was really funny. It was cute. And people are like, so what's your, what?
Find her. What is her?
It's just Leslie Pierman, I think.
Pier, right?
Yeah, I'll check. You can watch playbacks of these, which is pretty cool. And every time somebody goes live, I saw every time when I went live earlier, you jumped on. I totally cried. I have to find Leslie.
Yeah, because I get notifications like, oh, Lita's online. I'm like, oh, and what she's talking about.
Yeah, so wait, I can't find her now either. That sucks. We'll have to tag her in the group. She's just gone to work right now.
She's gone what?
She's gone to work.
Leslie?
Yeah.
Where's she working?
I think she's still working sometimes at a restaurant.
Oh.
At night. So it was just great. She's like, add me on Facebook, and people are like, what's your Facebook? She's like, it's in my bio. The link's in my bio. Go back to my bio, add me as a friend on Facebook, and you can join the group. And she just talked about her challenge. She was going to be doing a challenge. Like, it's a totally new market. It's insane. It's so great. And she's just like, I've got the secret. And like, that's it. That's what I've got. And then, people comment and talk, and some guys like orgasms. And she's like, dude, like, no, that's not going to work for me. You should probably get off my page. It's funny because she's trying to talk, but then she's trying to read people's comments. It's just really, really neat. So you can go back to other people and see who's posted what and who's done some videos. Stephanie Lane is a Beachbody coach. She's a friend of mine, and she's been doing some on like meal prepping. So she sets up her camera while she's meal prepping, and she just starts showing her meal prepping. It's live though. Like, you mess up, you're live. So it's a little nerve-wracking. And, the first one I did, my kids were all up in my grill and then whining, and like I couldn't get 2 words in edgewise. It just sucked. But it is what it is. It's live, and it's really neat, and meeting new friends and new followers. Like, it's a whole new market. I definitely recommend you, when you do start doing it, post about it in your client group. I'm actually planning on teaching a size live class over Periscope. I'm certified. I can teach size. So who doesn't want to tune in and do a free fitness class? There's a whole bunch of people I can reach, right? Really fun. Check out Periscope. Can open a whole new door for you. I need to figure out what kind of content to post. Like, seeing Leslie's really, really helped me. I'm done in 2 minutes, I promise.
Mommy, Daddy's home.
Is he? I'm so glad. He told me he'd be home at 6:30, so he's almost on the ball. At least he's home for dinner tonight. Normally he shows up at 10 p.m. I'm on my way home at 5:30, and I see him at 10. Sucks. P.S., just so that it's out there, my goal to retire him is May 24th. That's his birthday. So my goal to retire my husband is May 24th, 2016. I hope that happens. I put it out there. Yeah, I can see him. Yeah, it's exciting. So check out Periscope. If you haven't checked out the Push to Emerald group, add some people in there. I guess it's a little late to be adding people in there now. There is a lot of content already in there. I do about 3 posts a day. But start thinking about helping your new coaches and thinking about people who could be part of the next Push to Emerald group. I think it's like awesome, total awesome sauce, and I can't wait to see the team explode. Hopefully we'll have a whole lot of new announcements of green gems on Thursday. I think we should peace out. Any more questions? Post them in the chat before I close up. Always go way over time. I'm trying. Do you guys want me to start having guests on our team calls? Or do you want to just keep it us, open forum, kind of talking, whatever? We just don't have a lot of people on the calls either. So like when I was a guest on Julie's team call last week, there was 65 people on it, and that was like a quarter of the people who normally show up on our call. So I'm like, hey, do you want to be on my team call? And I can see all of our coaches posting in their groups right now. Nobody comes on the team call. Don't understand. It's all popping up in my newsfeed. I can see tons of coaches on our team who clearly don't want to plug into the team call. They're posting in their groups. Sucks. Like, I don't know how to get people on the team call. I think there's always great nuggets on the team calls. I've considered canceling them because if nobody gives 2 shits about it, why am I doing them? So I don't know. Maybe I will cancel them for a little bit and go from there. I don't know, but message me your ideas on that because I'm kind of getting tired of doing team calls and nobody showing up. You guys are here, so that counts. That matters. Thanks, guys. Love you.
It could just be the summer too, Alita.
It's true, but it was
I know.
before the summer. I know.
We canceled ours yesterday too because it was going to be me and one other.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just not worth it.
It's hard. It's hard to sacrifice the time, and
we're all in different time zones too,
it's
so
true.
it's kind of hard. Like us out west, it's 3:00 in the afternoon. Everyone's at work still, so
Totally.
Yeah.
And for me to do it to accommodate you guys, like I've got to do a call at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it sucks. I'm guests on team calls at 11 p.m. all the time now, and I'm like, I just got to start saying no. I can't do it. I just can't do it, So maybe we need to pick a new time for team calls. Like, I don't know. I'm up for anything. I want it to be beneficial for the team. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do a poll in Unitary Fitness and see what time people would prefer the team call to be at with their time zone and see where we can go. But
you can do like a poll thing so you don't have a bunch of posts. Just
yeah, ask a question.
Yeah, I need to do that. I'll figure out how to do that. I'm going to go and get dinner ready. My hubby's here. And thank you for your comment via Facebook, Melanie. Greatly appreciated. Melanie likes my jugs.
Oh.
Alita?
Yes.
What about like advertising on Facebook for like challenge groups and stuff like that, just to pull out some more clients and stuff? Like, do coaches do that? Like maybe that's a topic or something.
Advertising on your Facebook about challenge groups?
No, like ads. Like
ads.
Pay for ads.
I suck at that. I need to get somebody on a team call who rocks ads.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Yeah. Should I see if somebody can come on and talk to us about that?
A lot. Yeah, because I've done like 4 and not really had any luck that I think, like nothing that from people outside of my Facebook.
Amanda, is that what Danny was talking about at Super Saturday?
Yeah, he was.
Because he's had a lot of success with ads on Facebook.
Yeah, he has had a lot of success with ads on Facebook, and I know that before the Team Cup or before the Super Saturday where he talked about it, what I was doing was boosting my event post, and he said not to do that and to actually do the ad, which is it's a little more expensive, but he thinks that works better. And I tried it once, and I really didn't have any other luck with the ad versus the boost either. So having someone who can maybe come on a team call and talk about that would be
Yeah, okay, that's awesome feedback. Yeah, for sure. I know boosting posts is not even worth it. I've seen a couple of my girls, like friends of mine. I don't know, Melanie, have you seen Linnea's and Becca's showing up on your sidebar?
Almost.
Linnea had like
Go start the batch, okay?
800 comments on one of hers recently, and Becca's popped up on my feed yesterday. She had like 25 on her side video from sponsored ads. So okay, I'm gonna find somebody to talk on our team call about sponsored ads. And well, first off, I want to see what time we should do team calls at so that we have people show up on them. And then yeah, definitely gonna look into that. Okay, awesome. Thanks for the feedback, guys. Sugar. Okay, thank you, Kara. I missed it on there. I'm glad you spoke up. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.